Yeah, good evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome every one of us to the episode 4 of our weekly Binomancy class, where we treat and teach how to use coding to predict the past, present, and future situations, most especially as related to spiritual issues of mankind. How can we use coding to solve our daily challenges? That is what we treat in Binomancy. Yeah, tonight I will first of all start with explanation on types of binomantic figures in terms of their configuration. We have various classification of figures. The one we want to look at here is in terms of their configuration, how a figure is configured. So how can we classify figures based on their configuration? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. I ask Almighty Allah to make it best understood to each and every one of us than it is being presented. There are 4 types of figures. In terms of their configuration. A, open figures. This is what the Arabs call al-kharij. So we call it open figure. Secondly, we have closed figures. Al-kharij here. Closed means al-dakhil. We also have flip figures. In Arabic, al-munqalib. And lastly, we have the fixed figures. In Arabic, as thabit. These are the 4 categories of binomantic figures in terms of their configuration. Try to share the video, repost it on your Facebook, share it to all your WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups. Invite your friends to come and learn. So now we take them one by one. Under the open figure, we have the following. Let me define an open figure for you. An open figure usually starts with 0 on the left and ends with 1 on the right. That is an open figure. Any figure that has 0 on the left and 1 on the right, that is an open figure. An open figure has 0, on the left and 1 on the right. So examples. We have 0011, Fortuna minor, and Nasrat of Khadija. So it is an open figure. 0 on the left, 1 on the right. 0 on the left, 1 on the right. So this is an example of an open figure. Another example, look at this. Adoic. Adoic. So it's also an open figure. What is the Latin name of Adoic? Thank you. Lechicha. So I want some of our viewers to give me another example of open figure. If you are actually following the class, give me one example of an open figure. Wa alaikum salam, Ustaz Abdul Fattah Zakaria. Brother Abdullah Agbalaya Ways. Wa alaikum salam. Yes, I'm waiting for example of an open figure. Yes, that's correct. Ataba to Karija. That's from Brother Agbalaya Wiz. 0111. This is another example. This is called Caudal Draconis. It's another example of an open figure. Imam Fattah Zakaria, wa alaikum salam. Yes, I'm waiting to see more examples. We have 3 already. Fortuna minor, Letitia, Corda Draconis, and is that all the open figures we have? Now let's look into closed figures. A closed figure has a 1 on the left, is an opposite to the open figure, and a 0 on the rightmost part. That's the definition for a closed figure. Yes, thank you, Brother Adam Soliu. We have the 4th open figure, 0101, called the carriage. This one is called Amicio. Are we correct? So that's the fourth one. They are just four. Now the closed figure examples. We have 1110. What's the name in Latin? Caput Draconis. Look at it. 1 on the left, 0 so on the rightmost part. So this is an example of a closed figure. That's why in Arabic it is called atabatu dakhila. Any closed figure is a dakhil. So another example is the inverse of this, 1100. This is Fortuna Major. So I want our viewers to give me two other examples. Two other examples from the viewers. Yes, brother Ayobami Blackie. That's very good. Come to Dakhil 1010. This is called in Latin acquisitio. Now remember one example for the closed figure. There are just four. There are four of them. We have already mentioned Caput Draconis 1110. So it remains one to complete the four. From our viewers. So in order to save our time, the remaining one is in keys. 1000. This is called Tristitia. Now, so Tristitia is a closed figure. Let's talk about the flip figures. The flip figures. Now, what is the definition for a flip figure? A flip figure has both bits, the same bits, a similar bit on both right and the left. But when inverted, it gives another figure. A flip figure has similar bits. If it is 1 that is on the leftmost, you see 1 on the rightmost. If it is 0 on the leftmost, you see 0 on the rightmost. It has the same end. But if you try to invert it, that is turn it upside down, it will produce another figure, not the same figure. So that's the definition. It has similar bits on both ends. But when inverted, it produces another figure. Examples. Look at this. This is a Moncoli. It's a flip figure. You can see that both ends are the same bit. 0 on the right, 0 on the left. Similar. Now if you try to turn it upside down, this one is called albus. Now let's try to turn it, invert it We are going to have 0, 0, 1, 0. That is the inverse. So it produces another figure. This one is called what? Rubius. So it produces another figure. Both of them are flip figures. No, brother Ayobami, that one you gave is not, this 1001 is not a flip figure. Now let me tell you the reason why. Let us treat that. The example you just gave, look at it. Yes, it has similar bits on both ends, but if you try to invert it, you still get the same figure. It will still give you 10001. So it is not flip. So it doesn't follow the definition. So two conditions must be met to make a figure a flip figure. One is similar bits on both ends. Second is it must produce another figure when inverted. So another example is 1011. This is called poor. Now when inverted, it will produce 1101. It produces puella, another figure entirely. It will be generated. So making 4 of them, they are just 4. Now lastly, the fixed figures. Fixed figures. The definition of a fixed figure is similar bits on both ends, but when inverted, it remains the same. So it is a constant figure when inverted. It doesn't change. If you like, invert it from a million times, it will never give you another figure. It remains constant when inverted. So that is a fixed figure. It has similar bits on both ends and remain constant when inverted. Examples. We have 1111. This is fixed. Similar bits on both ends and it remains. This is called via. We have 0000 populus. We have 0110. Look at this. No matter how you invert it, you get the same. This is called conjunction. And finally we have 1001. This is called casa. This is casa, ukla in Arabic. So there are also four of them. This brings us to the end here. Now another classification for figures. There are some figures that are called the audible and mute figures. Audible and mute figures. audible and mute figures. This is another classification type. All flip and open figures are audible figures, meaning they are talking, they are making sound, they are not speechless. So we classify them as audible figures. All flip and open figures. So meaning examples here 0101, 1011. These two figures are examples of audible figures. While all closed and fixed figures are termed mute figures, that is speechless. They are silent. Examples: 0000 and 1100. In Arabic, audible figures are called anatik. Natik is talking. Natik. While the mute figures in Arabic are called somit, speechless. Now let's talk about order of figures. Order of figures. I have said this many times that we have about 15 orders of figures, and I have said it that you can choose any order you like in your workings as long as some conditions which I will later mention are met. As long as those conditions are met, you are free to use your order, as though preferences are given to certain orders. Preferences can be given to the basic order, the period and value order, and the 8432 order. To start with, let me start with the 8432 order. This is one of the most accurate orders, one of the best orders that we can use in our workings is the 8432 order. It's one of the best. According to this order, the first figure, we must have 16 figures under every order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There must be 16 figures under a particular order. So which one is going to be our figure 1 in this order? Which one will be figure 2? Which one will be figure 3? Figure 1, if you try to total all these values, 8 plus 4, give us what? 8 plus 4, 12, plus 3, plus 2. You give us what? 17. Am I correct? But we cannot have figure 17. We can only have 1 to 16 figures. Figure 17 does not exist. So in that sense, we decided to remove 1, to subtract 1 from the 17. So we say 17 minus 1 gives us what? Minus 16. And that gives us what? 1. We subtract 16 and we have what? 1. Are we correct? So our figure 1 is a value that gives 17. Our figure 1 is a value that gives 17. So when we now remove 16, we come back to what? 1. In that case, the figure 1 is open all the levels, which is 1, 1, 1, 1, via. So via is figure 1 in this order. So if you don't understand, you can ask question, you can indicate, you can signify that this thing is not clear here. So I will explain more. Now our figure 2, that one is very straightforward. All we have to do is zero all other levels except the position 2. So because zero, if you zero this level, you zero this level, you zero this level, and you are left with this place. That is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2, and that will give us 2. So in that case, the figure will be 0, 0, 0, 1. If you are using a particular level, you put it 1. If you are not using it, you zero it. So this is, what is the name of this figure? Lechichia happens to be the second figure in that order. Okay, now the question comes, how do you get the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? Now let's explain again. Now look at it. Look at the way we get our figure 2 here. We go to the numbers. This is the coding you are using. Now according to here, if you put this level to be 0 and this level to be 0, this level to be 0, and you put this one to be 1, it means the value will be 2. So 0, 0, 0, 1, the value is 2. Do you get it now? To get figure 3, all you have to do is 0 this level, 0 this level. Since what you need is 3, you need something that will give you 3. You must put this one to be 1. Then you 0 this level again. So this is 3 now. 0 plus 0. Here, the position that you open here is 3. So you get 3. So the figure you are producing here is 0, 0, 1, 0, which is called rubios. But to get 1, I'm now going back to the question. To get 1, there is no level that we can open in all these levels. Am I correct? No level that can be opened. If you open this level, it will be 8. If you open this place and close the rest, it will be 4. If you open this level and close the rest, it will be 3. If you open this level and close the rest, it will be 2. So there is no level that we can open. Instead, we now open all the levels. And that gives us 17. Because you have to add all the numbers. So when you have 17, there is no figure 17. All our figures must be 16 figures. In that case, we go back and subtract 16 from the 17 and it gives us 1. So if 17 is equal to 1, then it means 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1 in 4 places is the one that will give us the first figure, which is figure 1. That is how they come about 1, 1, 1, 1 as figure 1. So figure 4, that one is very straightforward. All you need to do is open level 4 and close the rest. So which is 0 plus 1 plus, no, I will not use 1. Let me use the number that is at that level, just the way we use 2 here. So this is 3 here. This one will be 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 0. We close the other level and open level here. So this gives us 4. In that case, our figure, our binomantic figure will be 0, 1. The level that is, we have the number, we put it as 1. Then we put the rest as 0. So this is albus, albayad, coming as figure what? Figure 4. Now, how do we get figure 5? I want somebody from the viewers to tell us the levels that we are going to open to get figure 5. What is going to be figure 5? What are the levels that we should open that we can get 5? Somebody should type from the viewers. I want to know if you are actually following. What are the numbers that we can add up in the order that can give us 5? What values can give us 5 there? You have 8, 4, 3, 2. Thank you, Brother Ademola Maruf. It is 3 and 2. So you zero this level. You zero this level. Open this 3. Open this 2. 8, 3 plus 2 will give us 5. So the figure will be 0, 0, 1, 1. This is called Fortuna minor. Now 6. What figures must be added to give us 6? Somebody should type from the viewers. What are we going to add up to get 6? Four and 2. Thank you, Brother Shehu Kehinde Adeniyi. 4 and 2. So here you zero level 8. Open this level since we are using it. That is 4. 0 here. Open here. 4 plus 2 will give you 6. So in that case, the figure will be 0, 1, 0, 1. Come to carriage. This is called amicio. Then our figure 7. What are the numbers to be added to get 7? To get 7. If you say second and last to get 7, you cannot get 7 with second and last. Second and last cannot give you 7. 4 and 3. Brother Adam Olasukomi, that's very good. So you zero here. Open this level, which is 4. Add it to 3. Close the other one. 4 plus 3 will give you 7. So the figure will now be what? 0. Yes, be talking. 0. Conjunction will be figure 7 in this order. And what will be our figure 8? Tell me the figure before telling me the addition. What is going to be the figure 8? Professionally, just type the figure 8 straight away. the code for the figure 8? In keys, that's correct. In keys will be the figure 8. That is 1, 0, 0, 0. You just 0 the rest and leave the level 8 open. 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 will give you 8. This is called Christie share. Now what will give us our figure 9? What will figure 9 looks like? Yes, somebody has already typed it. Brother Shehu Adeniyi. That's correct. You have to 0 this level 8. Open the rest because 4 plus 3 plus 2 will give you what? 9. So the figure will be 0, 1, 1, 1. This is called caudal draconis. Now figure 10. What's going to give us the 10th figure? What will give us figure 10? Yes, brother Oladipupo Bimbo. That's correct. Our figure 10, you just need 8 and 2 to get 10. So 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 will give us 10. So the figure will now be, since you are opening this level, it will be 1. Closing the internal levels, that will be 0, 0, 1. This is called casa. Figure 11. So what are the numbers to add up to get 11? Eight and 3. Thank you. 8 and 3 will give us 11. So we are opening this level 8 with 0, 4. We open 3 with 0, the level 2. 8 plus 3 gives us 11. So the figure will now be 1, 0, 1, 0. This is called acquisition. Obligaki. What will give us figure 12? What numbers will you add to get 12? Eight and 4. Thank you, brother Oladipupo Bimbo. 8 and 4 will give us 12. So we add up 8 plus 4. We 0 the other places. 0 plus 0. So this gives us 12. So we have 1, 1, 0, 0. This is called Fortuna Majora. Fortuna Major. 13. What numbers will give us 13? Eight and 4 cannot give us 13. Yes, 8, 3, and 2 will give us 13. That's correct. So we open level 8. We close level 4, which is 0. 3 plus 2. So this gives us 13. So the figure will be 1, 0, 1, 1. This is Hua. Figure 14. What numbers will give us 14? Brother Abiodun Lawal from UK, he said the video is not updating. It stopped at 6. So maybe you should restart your Facebook, log in again. You can go out from the video, then come back to the page. 842. Yes, that will give us 14. So we are using 8, 4, and 2. 8 plus 4 plus 0 plus 2. 14. So the figure will look like 1, 1. This is Puella. Figure 15. What numbers will give us 15? Now we need 15. What do we have? Yes, 843. So that is 8 plus 4 plus 3 plus 0. That gives us 15. So the figure will look like 1, 1, 1, 0. This is called Caput Draconis. And lastly, the figure 16. No numbers that we can add that can give us 16 there. So we zero the series. We zero everything. Since 16 is the last figure, okay, is the last. So that means we are now at 0. In Binomancy, 0 is regarded as the last figure. So we zero all the levels. And we said it is equal to 16. That's the end. So 16 here will give us 0, 0, 0, 0, which is known as populus. So this is 8432 order. Now a quick one. Let's go to another order. We are done with 8432 order. Let us look at 8472. I mean 8742. 8472. Let's look at 8472 order. 8472. This is another order. So we'll now do comparison. We'll see where they come together, margin point, and where they differ. So all these have to go. The 8472 order is known also as the period and value order. P and V. Period and value order. Teskin al adad wal kini wal madad in Arabic. Yeah, teskin al adad. Again. Thank you, Brother Demola Maruf. In Arabic, is also known as Bazidawu. Some scholars say that this order is good when it comes to winning and defeat. If you want to know a winner between two parties, APC or PDP, who is going to win, Manchester or Liverpool? So some scholars believe that this is the best order that we should use. 8472 order, period and value order. So which figure is going to come to number 1? If you look at the values, we don't see 1 there. Am I correct? Yes. Am I right? Yes. We don't see 1. So instead of that, we go for 17. We go for what? 17. So that 17 minus 16 will give us what? 1. So what are the numbers that can be added that can give us 17 here? 17 or 21? Is it 17 or 21? If you total everything, what do you get? 21. So then let's look at 17. What numbers can be added here to get 17? Yes, it should exist. There should be 17 here. 17, yes, 17 minus 16. 872. Thank you. 872. Now let's look at it. 8 plus 7. So that means we are not using this 4. 0. 7 plus 2. It gives us 17 back. 8 plus 7 is what? 15 plus 2. 17. So we now say 17 minus what? 16. Since there is no figure 17. So we minus 16 and we got to what? 1. So the figure will now be 1, 0, 1. What's the name? Pua. So Pua comes first. Jaudala. Also known as Kauzaji. It comes here as the first figure. So we don't need to do any strength to get figure 2. Straightforward. 2 is here. All you need to do is 0 the what? The other bits. And add 2 here. So this gives us what? 2. So that means our second figure will be what? 0, 0, 0, 1. Which is also known as what? Letitia. Figure 3. There is no 3 here. Am I correct? Yes. So what we do here is we look for numbers that can be added. Then when you now remove 16, you get 3. What numbers can you add? What numbers can you remove 16 and get 3? Which number that if you remove 16 from it, you now get 3? Which number is that? Which number? That if you remove 3 from it, you will get 3. Which number is that? 19. Thank you for brother Adam. So we need 19 now to get our figure 3. So what numbers can we add here to get 19? Eight, 7, 4. Thank you, brother Oladikuko. 8, 7, 4. So we had level 8. Add 4 to it. That is 12. Abi, 12 plus 7. 19. So we zero this place. So what we have here is 19. Are you following me? So this 19 now that you get, if you remove 16, since it is more than 16, you have to remove 16. So we say 19 minus 16. What do you have? 3. Very straightforward. So the figure will now be what? 1, 1, 1, 0. This is caput draconis. So it comes as figure 3. You can see the logic. So this course is not meant for Akuri. Abi, is it meant for Akuri people? That's why you see Alusuna people running away from it. Because they are Akuri, they cannot learn. They cannot comprehend this. Those people calling themselves Alusuna, they are running away from science because they are Akuri. No intellectual people, no intelligent person will be running away from this. Only Akuri person will say, don't go there, Akuri. We run away from it because it is not meant for Akuri people. They cannot understand this. Which logic will tell you to do this if you are Akuri? So only brilliant people can comprehend it. Now, figure 4 is straightforward. We have 4 here. Bang. So all you need to do is 0 the other bits. 0 plus what? 4 plus 0 plus 0. And that gives us 4. So the figure will be like 0, 1, 0. This is called Albus. 5. Do you have 5 here? Is there any two numbers that we can add that can give us 5? No. So what you now do is take that 5, add it to 16. 5 plus 16 will give you what? 21. So look for numbers that you can add up together here that can give you 21. So that by the time you minus 16 from the 21, you'll be left with what? 5. You can see that. That's the logic. So 8, 4, 7, 2. You add up everything. So you have your 21. So 8 plus 4 plus 7 plus 2 gives us what? 21. You now say 21 minus what? 16. Give us what? 5. So the figure will now be like 1, 1, 1, and that is called vial. Very simple. Wa alaikum salam, brother Sami Abiodun. Now let's go to figure 6. What numbers can we add up to give us 6 there? 4 and 2, correct. So 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 2 give us what? 6. So our figure 6 will be like 0, 1, 0, 1. And this is called cut to carriage. Amishu. Now what numbers do we have? We have 7 there directly. So you just pick it. 0 the rest. 0 plus what? 0 plus what? Plus what? Give us 7. So the figure will be like 0, 0, 1. This is called rubious. 8 is there. So you use the level 8. 1. 0 the rest. Plus 0 plus 0. That gives us what? 8. So that is 1, 0, 0. In keys, that is called Tristitia. Figure 9. What 2 numbers can we add here to get 9? 7 and 2. 7 and 2 give us 9. So we zero these 2 levels. 0 plus 0 plus 7 plus 2 giving 9. So the figure will be 0, 0, 1, 1. This is called Fortuna minor. 10. Which 2 numbers can give us 10 here? 8 and 2. So that is 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2. So we have the figure being like 1, 0, 0, 1. That is called Casa. Then we need 11. Which numbers can give us 11 there? 7 and 4. Correct. 7 and 4. So we have 0 plus 4 plus 7 plus 0. 11. So the figure is 0, 1, 1, 0. This is called conjunction. Figure 12. What numbers can give us 12 here? 8 and 4. 0 the other 2 levels on the right. So that gives us 12. The figure will now be 1, 1, 0, 0. Fortuna major. 13. What numbers can give us? What numbers can give us 13 there? 7, 4 and correct. So it's 0 here. You are using 4. You are using 7 because 4 plus 7 will give you 11. So you add 2 to it. You get 13. So the figure will now be 0, 1, 1, 1. This is called caudal draconims. 14. Now we need 14. What do we add? 8, 4, 2. Thank you. So that is 8 plus 4 plus 0 plus 2. You get 14. So the figure will be 1, 1, 0, 1. This is called puella. Then 15. What do we need to get 15? 8 and 7. So you 0 level 4. You use level 7. You 0 level 2. So 8 plus 7 will give you 15. And the figure will be like 1, 0, 1, 0. This is acquisitio. Come to darken. Then finally, we need 16. So you just 0 the result. That's the last figure. 0 all the levels of the light. And you get 16. So that is 0, 0, 0, 0. This is called populus. So in comparison to the previous order, tell me the areas where they are the same. With respect to the previous order, the 8432 order that we just finished before this, please point out areas where you have similarities. Start typing them so that we know you are actually following. Tell us the levels. Just type the number. Don't type the figure. Maybe it is number 1, or number 2, or number 3, or number 4, or number 5, from 1 to 16. Point out the areas of similarities. Number 4, yes, that's correct. You shouldn't have jumped 2. They must have been the same at level 2 also. So you shouldn't have jumped 2 and go to 4. They are the same at level 2 also. 4 also. 6, yes, 6 is correct. 8 is correct, yes. 10 is correct, yes. Yes, 12 is correct. Yes, 14. They are the same at 14 also. And lastly, 16. Now let's do practical. All this we have been doing is theory. So I will go to practical aspect now. It happened that a couple came to me recently, husband and wife. When they came, they said they wanted consultation. I want to give you why this course is very good. If you understand the concept, you don't need any magic. You don't need to consult Jim. You know, I said, why have you come? They said financial issues. That they are not making money. Everything just stands still. No progress. Then I asked them to pick numbers. I have rolled down papers. In those papers, I wrote 1 in one paper, 2 in another, 3, so from 1 to 16. Different papers. We have rolled it, and all the papers are closed, so they have to pick at one. They pick one paper at a time. After every picking, the number that is inside the paper will check, will write it down. So somebody will pick 4 times. It happened that when the wife picked numbers, she picked the following numbers: 13, 16, 1, and 5. This is practical class. Don't forget that she told me that they came because of what? Financial issue. But this is the number she picked randomly. Now, I now use these numbers to construct a binomancy table using the 8472 order, decrypted by 8472 order. So this is what I got: mother figures, daughter figures, nieces, and additives. With 13 in 8472 order, the figure will be 0, 1, 1, 1. Am I correct?
Yes.
So what will be the 16? 0, 0, 0, 0. What will be 1? 1, 0, 1, 1. What will be 5? 1, 1, 1, 1. So these are the mother figures. We just finished the order now. So you should be able to understand how I got that mother figures. Now how am I going to write my daughter figures? Start from here, take it up, pick the bits, starting from here. So we have 1, 1, 0, 1. Do the second one, 1, 1, 0, 1. Do the third one, 1, 0, 0, 1. Look for this, 1, 1, 0, 0. So the daughter figures are complete. We now have 8 figures. Add figure 1 and 2. That gives 0, 1, 1, 1. Add these two together. 1 and 1 will give us 0 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. Add these two together. 0, 0, 0, 0. Add these two together. 0, 1, 0, 1. Now add 9 and 10. 0, 0, 1, 1. Add 11 and 12. 0, 1, 0. Add 13 and 14. 0, 1, 1, 0. Add figure 15 and 1. 0, 0, 0, 1. The table is complete. The next thing is to check if the table is containing a bug, B-U-G bug, error code, machine error. That is, you go and check your figure 15 if it is odd. But this is not odd. This is even. Am I correct?
Yes.
So no bug. Now, check for the sole figure. How do we get the sole figure? Just take 4 bits, starting from here. Take it like this. Take this, the leftmost bit of the 4th figure, the 3rd bit of the second bit of the 3rd figure, the 2nd bit of the 2nd figure, and the 1st bit of the 1st figure. Take the 4 of them to form a figure. So that will give us 1, 0. Look at the arrow. So you are starting from here, going like this. 1, 0, 0, 1. So this is the sole figure. Is it present in the table?
Yes. Figure 7.
Is the figure what?
7.
7. So it is existing. It must be present in your table. Your sole figure. Your sole figure must be found in the table. The sole figure must be found in the table. If you don't find it, use another order. That is the significance of having multiple orders. Don't forget, I told you that we have about 15 types of orders. So you are not being fixed on a particular order that don't. You must use a particular order. No. If you try one order, you didn't find the sole figure, use another order. Before you will use about 5 orders, you should get the sole figure. So if the sole figure is not found, ask the person to do repicking, to pick numbers again. That means the person is not focused. He's not concentrating on the question. So our sole figure is at figure 7. Then I search for the truth figure to know the level of truth of this table. So we call it truth index. The symbol is TI. So what do we do to get the TI? We had figure 3 and 5, which is 1, 0, 1, 1. This is our figure 3. We had it to figure 5, which is 1, 0, 0, 1. It's a formula. To get truth figure, you have to add 3 and 5 Then you also add 11 and 15. So here we have our figure 11 is 0, 0, 0. Figure 15 is 0, 1, 1, 0. This one is figure 11. This one is figure 15. It is a formula. That's the way you do it for any table. So this gives us 0, 0, 1, 0. Mistake, yes?
That is figure 5. 1, 1, 0.
Oh, thank you. This is 7, Abby.
Yes.
So our figure 5 is 1, 1, 0, 1. So this gives us 0, 1, 1, 0. Then addition of these two will give us 0, 1, 1, 0. Am I correct? We now add these two figures. The two results. 0 and 0 give us 0. 1 and 1, 0. 1 and 1, 0. 0 and 0, 0. Is it present in the table? This figure. This is our TI.
Yes.
Is present at level 11. And the second house at 2 and 11. So that means the truth index of this table is so high. The truth of the table is very high as 99%. Now, how do I verify that these people actually came for financial issue? I need to search for what we call the root name. Domain. So I need to find domain in order to be sure that they actually came for financial issue. Are you following? Methods of finding root names. We have a lot of them. But there are 3 most common that you can use. The 3 most common methods that can be used. The first one is called double star. Double star figure. Now I use this method. How do you do that? Count all the 1 in the table. That's step 1. All the 1 you have in that table, count everything. Sum it together. Then start dividing it. Step 2. Start dividing it by 9 and find the remainder. Step 1. Count and sum all the 1 in the table from figure 1 to figure 16. Step 2. Divide by 9 and find the remainder. Don't forget, you only need the remainder. Then the remainder you get, you correspond it to a particular figure in the table. Then you give that figure a star, a single star. Now step 3. Correspond the remainder to a figure and star the figure. Step 4. Estimate the value of the figure using 8472 and divide, that's step 5, again by 9. Find the remainder. So you start repeating the process. You correspond the remainder to another, to the house again. You estimate the value again. So now let's do it for this table. Count and sum all the 1 in the table. Now I want to count all the 1 in this table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So we have total deeds. We call it deeds. All the one are called deeds. Is equal to what? 33. The step 2 says we should divide by 9 and find the remainder. Now if we start removing 9, 9, 9, 9, it will end at 27. So that means the remainder will be what? 6. 33 minus 27 will give you what? 6. Now we correspond it to a figure in the table. That means figure 6. The remainder is 6. We go to figure 6. This is figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, figure 5, figure 6. So you give it a single star on the right side. And if you like, maybe on the left side. So just a single star. This is it. That particular figure that you star, estimate the value using 8472 code. This is 8 plus what? 4. That is what? 12. This is 0. But this is 2. Don't forget 8472. So 842. That will give us what? 14. So this is 14. So the instruction says after getting the value, divide by what? 9. So that means 14 minus 9. And the remainder will be what? 5. So you repeat the process. You correspond that 5 to a figure. You go to figure 5. You give it a what? A what? A star. Now that figure, we do estimation again using 8 for what? 72. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 2. Abi? 14. If you remove 9 from that 14, you still get what? 5. And it has already gotten a star. So you give it another what? Star. That is double star figure. So you can complete your instruction. The instruction says continue the process until a figure is starred twice. Then stop. When a particular figure has gotten 2 rank, 2 star, then you now stop the process. You have gotten your answer. The double star figure is therefore 1101 in figure 5 at house 5. So when I saw this, I tell myself these people did not come for financial issue. Because if they actually come for financial issue, the double star figure is supposed to be in house what? In house 2, which is the financial minister. Minister of Finance is house 2. But now it is in figure 5. Then I start thinking in my mind, they must have lied to me. They didn't come for financial issue. Or if they come for financial issue, it's not their main what? Main issue. I use another method. I do what? I use another method. But because of time, we are already against time, so I won't go to the other method. When I use the other method, it landed me at house what? House 5 again. Yes, house 5. And which method gives me that house 5? It is called delta 15 method. Delta what? Delta 15 method. Now let us quickly go there. We just have to do it. Let's clear this. Root name by delta 15. Now what do you do here? What you do here is that count all the 1 in your table, but you stop at figure 15. That's why I call it delta 15. You stop at figure 15. Don't count that of figure 16. So if you do that, what are you going to get? We've got 32. So our delta 15 will give us 32. So from that 32, that's step 1. Step 2, subtract 12. So 32 minus what? Will give us what? 20. Step 3, divide by 9 and find the remainder. Since we get 20, so 20 when divided by 9, the remainder will be what? 2. So you now correspond it to a particular house in the what? In the table. Correspond to a figure in the table and redirect until a figure is found twice. Now what that means is using redirect, using the order you are going to use for redirection, using 4, 3, 2, 1 order until a figure is found twice. Now let's do that. We have already gotten 2 here. So we are starting with this. Don't forget something is mentioned here. 4, 3, 2, 1 order. Go to the handout. Go and check 4, 3, 2, 1 order. Abjad order. It is also known as abjad order. So in the table of orders, it is represented by what? By letter what? The abjad order in this table. In that colorful table in the handout. It is represented by what? By L, by letter L. So under that L, you continue your redirection. So we have gotten 0, 0, 0, 0. Abi? But this is not his house. Under that L, if you look at L, 0, 0, 0, 0, Jama. Under L, we direct you to which house? 16. 16 back. So that means from 2, we are redirected to where? 16. Now look at figure 16. What is there? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So you check 0, 0, 0, 1 under L. So you are redirected to where? Under L. 1. So we go to house 1. Now when we go to house 1, we see 0, 1, 1, 1. Now let's go and check the table. 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Under L, 6. We are directed to what? 6. Now when we reach 6, we see 1, 1, 0, 1. So we go to 1, 1, 0, 1. Under L, we are redirected to where? 8. We go to house 8. Now when we reach 8, we see 1, 1, 0, 0. So now let's go and check the table. 1, 1, 0, 0. Under L, 15. We go to figure 15. We see 0, 1, 1, 0. So we go to the table. 0, 1, 1, 0. Under L, where are we redirected to? 5. When we reach figure 5, you see that figure 5, we have already found it in figure 6. Look at it. And the instruction says until a figure is found twice. So you do what? You stop. So we are now stopping at the 5th house. Then I now face the couple. I said, excuse me, ma. Because this 5th house is the house of what? I have taught you this. 5th house is the house of what? For those of you who are we have been following our lectures. House of offspring. Offspring is the same thing as what? children. Ilé ọmọ. Then I said, excuse me, ma, where are your children? You have come here because of a case of child, not financial. Then the woman was shocked. She was what?
Shocked.
She was so shocked. Then she now confessed that as old as she is, she has never given birth in her life. She has never what? She has never given birth in her life. I said, I said, and you said it's financial issue. He said that because they have not known whether I am a liar or somebody they can trust. So they have to verify whether what I am doing is true or just a wuru something. You understand? Then she was shocked. How did I verify? How did I know that that is what they came for? I said, this thing will never lie. 2 methods returning me back to house 5. That means what you have just said before picking the papers, what you said on the money, kele kele, that is silently, is the issue of child. Not even financial. Financial may be secondary, but that's not the primary issue. So, but the solution is also on the table, but we are not going here tonight. So we are going to stop here to try to practice and practice and practice. Okay? So we'll continue next week Tuesday, inshallah. Next week Tuesday. Ma salam.